Hey people, welcome to the channel, and here we go again with Star Citizen 4.0. Well, I've been doing quite a bit of these missions that we have, at least the ones that are not as bugged. Let me give you a quick... there's so many things wrong with this at this point. Why is an Avenger Stalker here? I have no idea. It's just there. And this is the perfect example as of how broken and buggy everything is. Lately, it's been degrading super fast. It just crashes. It just crashes your entire computer at times. Sometimes you get a black screen. Sometimes you have to restart the entire thing. It is very, very bad. Last couple times I was able to make a few missions through, but in general it is quite terrible. Hauling has been going through this reputation bug that all of a sudden you end up with nothing. Like, it dies. You end up in negative. Like, under... Yes. You end up like halfway through not eligible. That's how bad it is. Bunkers are hit and miss, 50-50 give or take for the security bunkers. So you spend a lot of time, and all of a sudden either the enemies don't spawn, you just don't get the hauling missions. Sometimes you deliver it and nothing happens. Sometimes the items are not there. Sometimes you deliver it and it's not registering. So there's a number of things that could go wrong. In general, it's half. It's you have a 50-50 chance of finishing whatever you're doing. I've had some of these bounty. These seem to be okay. This is maybe one of the more reliable things. That's why I was able to, get through some of these somewhat okay. Now, going from the lower levels to this one, that's very fast. Then it gets Star Citizen stupid, and by that I mean you're advancing like this. Each little, you're advancing like that much. That's what you're gonna be advancing now. It's gonna take. You have to do it like 50 times, 100 times. I don't know. It is just too much. There's no sense that anyone with any common sense was involved in deciding how much effort, how much time you need to evolve from here to here. It just makes no sense, right? I get it that at first it's a little bit faster and then it's a little bit slower, but not this slow. This is just idiotic. Well, it's just typical Chris Roberts time sink the game, which is everything just takes forever. We haven't done anything new. There's nothing new here. We just make you spend a lot more time doing the same thing you were doing all along, right? The only thing that you could say after 2024 is new is the hauling missions, which we could do already. It was already something you could do on your own. You could make money delivering. It was a lot more organic. It was a lot more enjoyable if you wanted a chill experience and not this shit of hit and miss and never knowing what you're ending up with. The bounties, you're still dealing with master modes, which is just so fucking bad. You know how it is. Master modes, unless you're a brain dead, dick sucking shill, you just cannot say master modes is fun, especially not compared to what we used to have, which was a lot better. I'm now in Hurston, and this brings me finally to the biggest issue that we have in 4.0. I don't see anyone addressing it. Is the fleet manager is dead. The fleet manager, this thing dies. Oh, it is unbearable. No matter what you try to do, it's always letting you down. And sometimes you get a little bit more lucky, sometimes you don't. I had to leave a Port Tesla because it just would not work. It just didn't work. No matter what I tried, right? And for example, now, lucky, finally, I got out of this one. I was gonna give it its last chance of working, because if not, it was like Port Tressler all over again. And the thing that I've noticed is that when I go back to Port Tressler, it still does not work. I mean, my starting location, which is in Microtech, is basically dead to me, because if something happens, I cannot rely on the station in that planet, right? So what I'm gonna do now is go yet again and see if it's finally fixed. Changing shards, less people. Oh, but it's everyone playing. That's all bullshit. If you need more servers, pay more servers. You fucking have the money for it, right? Don't you? After so much money, after so many years. So, but we're trying this. No, you're not. You're just letting something that is broken and leaving it there for people to get infuriated with, and a lot of them finally saying, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore. And those of us that are a lot more hard-headed, like my case, which I'm, clinically obsessive compulsive behavior of not being able to let things go, right? Which is at times can be beneficial, but at times it's a bit of a curse. But then for the more normal ass people that want to play a game, this is not working. This is just not getting it done. It is just too broken to be fun. And that's what we have. And Pyro is even worse. Pyro, I mean, it is all about the PvP in Pyro. Well, first of all, there's a lot of people that don't really enjoy the idea of the new system you get after 13 years being everything PvPing, everything all the time. I mean, and it's not even well thought. It's not even well designed. It is the laziest example that you can. I mean, it's embarrassingly lazy, the way in which they copy pasted everything and the assets are the same one all over. But beyond that, even the missions, we just have this place where on one hand we want to make it like wild, and it's the far west, and it's the wild west, and everyone is PvPing, and on the other hand, oh yeah, you have these missions. Can you actually do any of them? No, because someone's going to shoot your ass at any moment, so you haven't decided what you want to be. Do you want to be Fortnite? You can't have Fortnite and role-playing or missions in the same world. It just can't exist, because while one guy is trying to get something done, the other one is shooting your ass. And even though if you have somewhat of a middle ground, like you kind of have in Stanton, where, yeah, you get a crime stat, yeah, when you get killed, you end up in jail, so you're discouraged from doing that. Okay, that sort of kind of isn't as terrible as Pyro, because in Pyro you don't have that. So you have the PvP Star Citizen, and after so many years to be the new thing you have is PvP shit. I don't think it's the audience. These guys want to look at the beautiful ships. They want to see the ships. They want to do a little bit more of the role-playing thing of, yeah, I get in my ship, I prepare my journey, I have my food in there. That is not Fortnite. You're not eating food and drinking and hydrating and pushing little buttons in Fortnite for bullshit like that. You're not looking for, oh yeah, this loot that I get from this. That doesn't exist. It's just shooting one another all the time, which is great if that's what you want to do. But here, it's kind of what everything here is, which is poorly thought out, poorly laid out, because just don't fucking care. All they care about is the next ship sale, right? As we said so many times. But basically, guys, the situation in 4.0 is just what I told you. The missions are extremely buggy, broken. The fleet manager bug is maybe the worst of them all, and the fact that the new thing being as broken as it is it's a no-go for a lot of people, and I understand that 100%. Folks, that's the current state of this thing. See you next time.